Like it or not, history and nationalism have always gone hand in hand. The past is where nations build their identities from. And indeed, they are both forms of storytelling, but history is an objective, scientific form of narrative building, whereas nationalism tends to be a half fiction. When a nationalist author writes an epic story of his virtuous people, he tends to leave the viciousness out. When you conjure up your nationalism, you don't tell the stories that don't go together with the image you want to create. Which is why mixing nationalism and history warps history away from an objective field of study towards propaganda. And if anyone or anything has an interest in furthering nationalism, it's the nation itself. Or more specifically, the state and its legislation. They teach you nationalistic national history in schools and media from a curriculum approved by the big guys up at the government. And at times they will literally jail you if you go against their narratives and refuse to be socialized. Say Stalin and the Austrian painter were partners in crime in World War II while residing in Russia, off to jail. And while we're at it, more broadly in Europe, question this guy's genocides. Off to jail. Now, there is obviously enough historical evidence to prove that these happened, but the frick is the government doing here? And then we got Turkey with an opposite problem. This is a place where saying a genocide, the Armenian genocide, happened is illegal. Or let's hop to Asia. Critique royal history in Southeast Asia. Off to jail. Say Taiwan or Tibet were not always a part of China in China. Off to jail. Or critique Marxist history telling in communist countries in general. Off to jail. But a little jail time is not much of anything compared to losing your life over history. As we have seen throughout the past, conflicts are often justified by the use of it. Or more like the cherry picking of it. Just look at Russia or Thailand. So, in conclusion, this mixing of history, nationalism or politics in general really is a dangerous game impacting real human lives. And as a historian, you really do belong to an oppressed group in a lot of countries if you don't follow the party line. It's absurd, unscientific, and more often than not, just does not correlate with reality. But I suppose for the power holders out there, it's much better that the people remember a lie of their past, instead of the real package with both the ugly and the beautiful.